Hi Gypsies, this is Joy, and I'm here to do a reading, Why Did You Meet This Person? Okay, so I thought this would be sort of a fun reading. We're going to talk about how you felt about each other in the past, how you feel about each other now, what did you give each other, and I'm not talking about necessarily physical things, I'm talking about if they made you more patient or something like that. And if this person is in your future, and we'll do the pendulum with that question. And of course, in the beginning, I'll be doing a channeled reading just to see what comes in emotions, if I could see something in my third eye. So you're going to have 3 pouches to choose from. The first is this brown snakeskin looking one. The second one is this sort of mosaic snakeskin one. This is sort of cool. And then the third is this flower embroidered flower pouch, micro suede pouch. I'm going to be putting down in the link below in the comment section the link to the area where you can sign up if you want to get one of my pouches. I'm going to be doing a free giveaway when I reach 300 subscribers. Slowly but surely, that's getting there. And I appreciate if you like this reading. Please click on the thumbs up symbol or be a subscriber if you want to. So, all right, thank you, Gypsies, and let's start the reading. Hi Gypsies, this is Joy. We are back for a reading, Why Did I Meet This Person? And I'm first going to do the channeled part of this reading, and then we'll look in our pouch. You are group 1, you chose this pouch. All right, here we go. Okay, that's the first time I ever got that. Okay, so what I saw, and I don't know too much about anatomy, but I saw like little round, I don't know if that's the blood going through the body. I don't know what that was, but it was, going like this all over, and I was thinking, well, what's that about? Then out of that in the background, and then I saw this person. I saw a young man, probably in his 20s. He had sort of like a pompadour kind of hair, which means sort of hair that was combed straight up, but it was curly, not too much hair on the side. I mean, this guy wasn't from the 50s. I don't mean that. From the 1950s. I don't mean that. I just mean that the style was maybe sort of punk is what. But his eyes are what really got me. His hair was dark and his eyes were dark. And it was almost like he had mascara around his eyes. I did not care for the look in those eyes. I don't know if this is the person. Why did you meet this person? But I could feel like they were looking at you, sort of testing you or wondering about you. They couldn't figure you out. But I didn't like the energy in their eyes, but I did recognize that they were very lost and not happy people. I don't know. And actually, that man might have been symbolic of something else. So it's not necessarily that you met somebody that looks like this, but that look in his eyes and all that might be symbolic, and that might be more important to this reading than what he looked like. So, but anyway, let's go ahead, group 1, and let's look in here in your tarot card pouch and see what we've got. Ugh, that guy was that was a little creepy. Okay, so we're going to first pull out the blue container. This has got lavender scent. Okay, And lavender is for relaxation and to get rid of anxiety, which is good. Now, I pulled out 2 stones. Of course, I didn't know which ones they were, but I just put them blindly in the pouch. This first one, oh, this is a pretty one. I like this. So let's see which one could be yours. That's got like 3 different colors, gray, black, and like a reddish color. And that is F6. Let's see. That's a Unikite. A stone of vision, opening the third eye, and useful for scrying. It is also believed to be a stone of balance, grounding the self while bringing emotions and spirituality together. So this is a really great grounding stone. You could perhaps purchase a stone like this, put it in your left hand, and meditate to ground. All right. Or wear it as a piece of jewelry. You can see how beautiful this is. Really, really pretty. Let's see. The other stone is E5. That is a picture Jasper. Okay. And powerful grounding stone. Yeah, these are both grounding stones. Okay, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting that both of you are seekers, and this guy, this person is powerful in his abilities. You're the spiritual one. He's I think I've mentioned this before, where if a person has been abused, a lot of times they really develop their psychic abilities, whether they know it or not, just to keep from being abused. So for instance, they'll be able to gauge somebody's mood as soon as they walk in the door, and if it's a bad mood, they'll get out of there. So they're like sensing that. They're using that intuition, okay, and they're using it over and over, and probably a lot more than somebody that lives with a family that's not abusive, okay, generally anyway. But these are both grounding stones, so it feels like you guys met. See, I haven't even started the reading, but I feel like you guys met at a spiritual kind of a seminar, maybe like a Reiki class or something spiritual, and that's how you met. So he's interested in developing this. Oh, wow, it's so. This is all coming. He's interested in developing his psychic abilities, and he's not putting the spirituality together with it. That's dangerous. That's almost like he wants to get very powerful to control people. You're more concerned with spirituality and helping people. Okay. Wow. All right. So we're going to first look at how you guys felt about each other in the past. So this is like when you met, okay, how you felt about each other. And crown chakra. This was upside down. And it feels like, yeah, this is all about the spirituality, but you guys met definitely at some kind of a spiritual event, but he was coming at it one way and you were coming at it in another way. You want to help people and he wants to control people. Wow. Okay. This is your card, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And 5 of Wands. This is upside down, and this is his card. All right. Well, now this is all a part of that reading. You know, how did you feel about each other in the past? It feels like you felt like he was a toss-up. You didn't care for his energy either. You were a little cautious, and you felt like it could go either way, so you just took a step back and you didn't get real involved as you would have with somebody you were more comfortable with. You weren't sure about this guy. Now, this guy no, this is upside down. He feels like the dragon. He feels out of place, like clunky. He feels clunky. He feels like everybody's staring at him like he's some kind of a monster. And he feels persecuted. And he doesn't understand that it's through many of his actions that are causing this. Okay? And part of it is he's got real strong energy. But instead of making the energy positive and something that would draw people to him, he's going to have strong energy either way, but he's deciding to use it to be angry. And that's what people are feeling, angry, and like he is going to get people back for being mean to him. So he's looking at you, trying to figure you out, trying to gauge if you're going to be mean to him too, just like these other people were. Okay? How do you feel about each other now? All right. Movement, choices, and decisions. Okay. This is current, and this is your card. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and this is his card, Knight of Pentacles. All right. I'm feeling like, yeah, you're still cautious about him. You're still cautious, but you can see that he has a lot of loveliness and a lot of potential to be a wonderful person. Okay, you can feel like if he would just let it out, it's strong and it will surround people. But and you're very cautious with how you go ahead, and it's like you feel like you can't come right out and say this to him. He feels a lot calmer around you because he feels like you're not going to hurt him. He can see that. So it feels like he's waiting. And he may be waiting because he's still suspicious, because he's suspicious of everybody. You know, this is the thing. When somebody's grown up in an abusive environment, okay? You know, you feel bad for them when they're children. But the thing about it is when they get older, because they can potentially hurt other people, you suddenly lose the sympathy and you start to get impatient with them. So while I do have a lot of sympathy for this person, because of his strong energy and his intuition powers, he can hurt a lot of people. He can manipulate a lot of people. So it feels like, oh, I can see that. Oh, this is so sweet. You see, he's holding a pinnacle, okay? And it's almost like a pinnacle of your kindness that you gave this to him. So he's on the horse, almost shell-shocked, thinking, wow, you gave this to me, and you're not expecting anything back, and you're not being mean, and so he's just sort of sitting there on that horse, just sort of not sure what to do. Oh my gosh. Oh. You know, and you are nice to pretty much everyone, so maybe you don't even realize what you did for him. You didn't even, you're just living your life, you know, being sweet and kind and nice. You didn't even realize what you did for him. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay. And now we're going to go to the part of the reading. What did you give each other? Okay. The Hangman, this is yours. Oh my God. I shuffle the cards. This is incredible. The Hangman. Okay? 2 different decks. You both got the Hangman. Okay. In this case, the gift that you gave each other is changing your minds about each other. It's so, so lovely. Oh my goodness, that is so lovely. So you gave him the benefit of the doubt, okay? And he did that for you. This is so sweet, and that's also saying that you trust each other. You know, to a point, you trust each other, but it was certainly a lot better than it was. This is so beautiful, so beautiful. Oh my God! Now, this is a this is a shell, an abalone shell, and it feels like you guys are both connected this way, and you pierced this closed space of his. You pierced it, and look how beautiful it is together. It's like you're connected. It's really beautiful. Oh my God, that just dragonfly transformation. And I feel like this is your energy, this little girl energy, this lovey kind of, I love you energy. It's so sweet. This is an acceptance that he's never had. It's so beautiful. Okay, so so what he's got to work on is not looking anymore at the past and what he's angry about. Go forward, look at the cups that are full, and don't look at the ones that are empty. It's done. And let's see, we've got, yeah. And then this is the Death card, and this is about his transformation. And really more important than developing this kind of intuition, more important than that, and really more worthwhile than that, is the spirituality part. And the intuition will come along with it, and so will the rest of the gifts. The spirituality is where it's at. It's helping people, being kind. That's El Primo. It's not the special gifts. It's not that. Those will come. So, oh God, that was beautiful. I wasn't expecting that. That was really beautiful, group 1. Let's ask one more question. If this person will be with you in your future, and I don't necessarily mean romantically. I just mean, are they going to be around? So clear. All right. So, will this person that group 1 has met and has had experiences with, will they be in the future? Will they be around in the future? All right, I'm getting, could be either way. Could be either way. They're not giving me a yes or no on that. So I guess it's up to you guys what you want to do, but you should feel wonderful about that. Wow, I can't get over this. That's really cool. All right, group 1, that was wonderful, just wonderful. And I will see you for the next reading in a couple of days. Bye. Hi, group 2. You chose the mosaic snakeskin fabric. Isn't that pretty? And we're going to first start this reading with a channel, so I can see, maybe feel emotions, see something in my third eye. So let's go ahead and start that. All right. So what I kept saying on that one is I felt and I saw this group of flowers not any flowers in particular, but they were a bouquet, and they were being given to me, and I was burying my face in the flowers, and I could feel how cool they were against my face, but I felt some violence. I felt like the flowers crushing my face. It didn't hurt or anything, but it felt like something beautiful being ruined. That's what it was. Something beautiful was ruined, and it felt like I was trying to hide the truth from my eyes with these flowers in front of my face, and the flowers were a signifier of how wonderful it used to be, and then it turned to crap. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's in our pouch, okay? Okay, so we've got the tarot cards, and then let's see what stones that we picked out, okay? So this one is B1. Oh, that's pretty, B1. All right, and that is a lapis. Okay, symbol of royalty and honor, gods and power, and spirit and vision. It is a universal symbol of wisdom and truth. Wow. Okay. And then E7. Both blue stones. Okay, I just got something. I got another hit. Okay, so E7. Blue crazy lace agate. It's a stone of communication, helping those who have difficulty being heard by others and who need confidence and articulation to share their truth. Okay, I got a couple of things now. Blue stones, they're both blue, okay? I'm feeling blue sadness in this case. I'm feeling blue sadness, and I'm feeling like somebody's not communicating. It feels like it was the other person, and you're the lapis stone. It feels like you feel like you weren't being given the truth. The other person couldn't communicate. And yeah, this feels very sad. This feels sad and yucky. I don't know. Okay, so we've got the pink container, which is orange. The orange scent. Okay. And this is, oh my gosh, my eyes aren't so good today. Let's see, pain relief, and it's for relieving stress. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start the reading. We're going to start it with how you felt about each other in the past. Okay, solitude. Upside down. Okay. And Page of Pentacles. This is your card right here. And this is their card, the Fool. Okay. I feel like you're the kind of person that is a little cautious, thoughtful. You enjoy your solitude, but I feel like this person sort of came upon you. I'm feeling like this person interrupted you while you were doing something, reading or something like that, and you immediately noticed them because they played the fool. They use a lot of sarcasm, which is anger, by the way. Anger. They're feeling a lot of anger. You notice that. You notice they like to be silly and have fun and so forth. So that's what you think of them, is they sort of play the fool. And they think that you're just sort of like this sort of quiet, bookwormy kind of type. All right, now let's look at how you feel about each other now, okay? Deception and envy. This is your card, the Moon card. And this is upside down. Okay. And Six of Swords upside down. Okay, well, the hit I'm getting with him, or this other person especially, is look at him with his arms crossed. He's not talking. Remember the Stone of Communication? He's not talking. I'm just feeling like he's like very stubborn. He's angry, sarcastic. I keep saying he. It does feel like a he, actually, but angry, sarcastic. It feels like you want to have a discussion with him, and he's having none of it. So you feel like you don't know where this leads you to, and I'm feeling like you feel like you're two different animals. You're the dog, he's the wolf. You feel like you're two different animals, and you've got this road separating you, and it feels like the more you know this person, the more everything feels off. Deception and envy. Deception, the Moon card. Deception, it doesn't feel right. Something's going on. He's not talking about it. And I'll tell you what, those arms crossed, he is blocking you off. Blocking you off. Okay, so is this person in your future? Oh, let's ask, let's do this one part of the reading. What did you give each other? Four of Pentacles upside down. That's your card. Judgment upside down. Wow. Okay, let me look at this for a second. What did you give each other? I'm feeling like what he gave you is you're not as trusting as you were. Do you see how your feet are on these pinnacles like you're afraid somebody's going to take them? See how you're just grabbing onto this? It's like it's almost like, did he borrow money and he didn't pay it back even though he promised he would? Deception and envy. Deception. I'm getting this deception. So he gave you this lesson about not trusting people. That's what this is about. And he felt like he was being judged. So, okay, this is what I'm getting. The lesson is this. Even though this person may have deceived you, okay? What a lesson that is for you to overcome that, for you to lift your feet off these pinnacles and say, I'm still going to trust. That's the lesson. And it may have been in sort of a screwy way because you may not like this person, but this person actually helped you learn that lesson about trusting. And I'm feeling like he's judging himself too. He feels bad. He does feel bad about what happened, even though he's got his arms wrapped around his heart. Okay? But he knows he was wrong. He's just not ready to accept it. But he's angry. He's angry at himself for how he behaved because he saw you were trusting. And So you guys were teachers to each other, actually. You were teachers to each other. So he taught you about trusting people. And you, in turn, can show him. I mean, don't be silly and let him get away with deceiving you. Again, I'm not saying that. But let him see that you can trust again. And not give away the farm. I mean, but just, just trust. And he will be impressed and not feel really awful about what he feels like he did to you. So he can, he feels judged, but he judges himself too. We're our own worst critics, aren't we? And he does feel bad. He feels real bad about what he did. And if it was a money kind of thing, yeah, he feels really, really bad, but he feels like he can't take his arms. See, he doesn't trust. He's got his arms over his heart like this. So you in turn can show him about trust too. And that can be a wonderful lesson, actually, that you're showing yourselves, each other, I should say. Let the flower of trust open up and break those bonds, especially for him. Break those bonds of mistrust, anger, resentment, sarcasm. Yeah, wake up. All right, let's look at these little fairy cards and see. This is the Queen of Swords, and she's standing in her truth, and that is you. Without being bitter, without being distrustful, stand in your truth, say what your truth is, and you will be victorious. You will feel victorious having done so. All right, let's ask a question about whether group 2, if this person will be in your future. So is this clear? Is this person, will they be in group 2's future? And we've got a no on that. I guess that's not a big surprise. I think they're a little ashamed too. So don't think of this as like a negative thing that happened to you. We can learn from every single thing that happens to us, every single thing. And these tough circumstances are sometimes the best teachers to us, okay? All right, group 2. That was wonderful. And I will see you for the next reading. Bye. Hi, group 3. This is Joy. And you chose the embroidered flowers pouch. And we're going to be answering the question, why did I meet this person? The first part of this reading, I'm going to be doing a channeled reading. So let's go ahead and start that. Okay, that was nuts. That was nuts. It felt like I was floating around. Okay, floating around. And then I came face to face with this horny looking animal. Not horny, not, I mean, he had like a big, it was an imaginary kind of creature, and he had a nose that came out like this, and it was pointed, like sharp, and then he had like scales, I guess is what you want, scales all over. His face was dark, and I got right in his face. It didn't feel like a nasty confrontation. It just felt like a human and this dinosaur looking thing were like face to face like that. But he was beautiful in a way too, because he was all like swirls too. And so we were just sort of looking at each other like that. That was nuts. Okay, so let's go ahead and look in our pouch and see what we've got here. All right. There's the tarot cards. And let's see what else we've got here. All right. So we've got the orange scent. Okay. And this is for, oh my gosh, I can't read this. Okay. This is for pain relief and lifting your mood and alleviating stress. So that's good. All right. Let's look at the two stones. Oh, that's pretty. That looks like an amethyst. I think that is. Okay, so that is E1. Purple. And let's see. E1. Amethyst. Okay. Incredibly protective, healing, and purifying. It's claimed to help rid the mind of negative thoughts and bring forth humility, sincerity, and spiritual wisdom. So that's nice. And then this one is D7. Okay, that looks like an onyx. Let's see, D7, black onyx agate, a powerful protection. These are both protection stones. Let's see, absorbs and transforms negative energy and helps to prevent the drain of personal energy. So yeah, this is definitely a protection stone. This has protection elements in it, but that's interesting that they're both protection. So let's go ahead first with the first part of our reading. Let's see how you felt about each other when you first met in the past, okay? Crown chakra, upside down. Oh my goodness. Wheel of Fortune upside down. Wow. Oh my God. This happened in, I think it was the first reading. The same card, different decks. I shuffled. I do not look at these cards when I put them in there, in the pouch. Oh my gosh. You both got the Wheel of Fortune. That's insane. Oh, that's what I like. That's one of the reasons I like tarot cards, is you come up with these really random, wild things. And you know, both of you have these upside down. So it sounds like your meeting was happenstance. It was totally threw you both for a loop. And it sounds like you guys both weren't expecting it. And your crown chakra is closed. So I feel like if it was open, you would have known. You would have known that this person was coming. And you're not sure how you feel about each other. This is so wild. You both feel very different from each other. And I'm wondering if it's just different parts of society, like you're rich and he's poor, or he's from a different country. Something is very, very different about you guys and you're just not understanding what the pull is. You don't understand what brought you together and has got this like link together. Yeah, okay, so now we're going to look at how you feel about each other now. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is your card. Knight of Wands. And Judgment card. Wow. Okay. So you feel like he came to you for a reason, and you guys are both trying to figure it out. You've mentioned this to him before, to this person before, and they don't necessarily think that that's true. Because they are very different from you, they feel judged. They feel like you're judging them, and they don't like that. So it feels like an uneasy kind of relationship that you guys have. You're together. You're not really sure why you're together. Not really. You're waiting for answers. But you feel like you've been sort of dumped together for a reason. And it's a strong pull. It's not like you can just get away from each other. You know, it feels like circumstances have come about to put you all in this situation that you can't get out of, and you're going to find out what it is that's pulling you together. It feels like an otherworldly kind of thing. He's got skills that you need and vice versa, and so together you're supposed to be doing something. All right, now we're going to look at what did you give each other. Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups, all about happiness. So, you know, I'm feeling like you are learning to love him for who he is. I don't know if this is necessarily a romantic relationship. It feels more like close friends, but you're loving him for who he is. And I feel like he's learning to love you as well. You're exchanging like a love respect kind of thing, but I'm feeling like you don't know at this point why you're together. You don't know. You can't. Circumstances have put you guys together, and you can't just break apart easily. This is so interesting. Let's ask the pendulum a question. If this person is in your future, clear. Is this person in group 3's future? Will they be in their future? Yes. Yes, they will. Yeah. This is not done. Of course, I can't tell you what this is that you're supposed to be doing together, but it feels like I'm feeling like a journey too. You're going to be doing something together somewhere else. You're going to be helping people. You know, with what's going on in the world right now, I guess this really isn't a big surprise that you guys have been chosen for this, but you've got some special abilities, and so do they, and you're being brought together to do something. Wow. Yeah, and this doesn't necessarily feel like romantic or anything like that. Helping people. Oh. And yeah, don't be afraid. to fall off the cliff. Don't be afraid. Yeah, and I'm definitely seeing you guys together. Not necessarily marriage, but just there's a partnership here that's bigger than both of you guys. I've never had a reading like this before. This is really something. And here I've got the hand offering love. And I'm not necessarily thinking that it's meaning for both of you. I'm thinking you're spreading love, you know, giving love to other people that that are not loved. Is this going to be in a shelter, a homeless shelter or something? Are you going to be helping teens that are lost? This bead too, you know how I saw the horned animal thing? It sort of reminds me of this bead, sort of ridged like that, scales. This seems like an unlikely match, but it's been put together. You're both the same. You're both the same. You don't look like you're the same, but you are. You're simpatico. You guys are going to be doing something. That is a wild, wild reading. Group 3. That's really wild. Good for you. I hope that you do something really great with it. Good for you. All right, Group 3. Thank you so much, and I will see you for my next reading. Bye.